Hi, 5th grade. Right now we've been talking all about masks and special effects and makeup artists. We've talked about how masks can be used for a variety of reasons. We've talked about special effects artists who use different techniques to create masks and makeup, and then also use CGI or computer generated effects to create movies. We have already used newspaper and some copy paper to create those layers that we need to start painting. Our mask should look something like this. I'll probably have them in the cabinet. However, if you were not here to do the white copy paper, you'll need to do that today. It is the only way to make it nice and hard so that we can paint on it. It needs to be really thick so that it is not just falling apart on you when you start painting. I hope that you've been thinking about what kind of character you want to create. Now, this could be a character that you've seen before. It could be something that you made up all on your own. Creating characters and being a makeup artist or special effects designer is a real job. For instance, Beyonce, so a music singer if you haven't heard of her, uses an artist named Lalu Simbajo to create her tribal looks for music videos. He is an artist from Nigeria, and he uses tribal designs from his culture to inspire his work. He's known for using very bright white paint on very dark skin to create that contrast. So these designs can come from your culture, from something that you value, even your religion. It's kind of up to you where you want to take this project. Before we start painting, we're going to come up with some inspiration for our projects. So remember, if you did not get a chance to do that final layer or you need more time, this is your priority. However, if you're done, this is what needs to be accomplished today. You should have picked up this worksheet before you walked in and also a pencil. We're also going to be using the iPads today, and I'm going to show you how to use those to complete this part of the project. Before we begin, if you could please make sure that your pencil is sharpened. Remember, inside your bin, under the crayons, is a sharpener that you and your partner can use. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up once your pencil is sharpened. All right, awesome. So the very first thing that you need to do on this paper is you need to go ahead and write your name. I'm gonna write Mr. Boatfield because that is my name. Also, it is going to ask you for the CC. All the CC means is your class code. I'm gonna pause the video and give you your class code, and then we're gonna get started on using the iPad. So how this is gonna work is basically you're gonna look up some different terms, and I want you to look at some different masks. This is gonna help you come up with some ideas about your mask. You may already know what you wanna do. You may already know the character that you wanna create, but I still want you to take a look at these masks from around the world, and then you're going to find a character or a mask that you really like from your inspiration, and you're going to share it with me so that I can print it for you next time and we can start painting. You're also gonna have a chance to design what you wanna do. Now, for this project, you're also going to be using cardboard. So this is where you would kind of show me how much cardboard you need. Are you gonna do ears, horns? Is there something coming off your sides of your cheeks? I don't know. But you can use cardboard to make your mask go off the page. I want you to start on this side where you're looking up different terms and then writing a response. I'm gonna show you how that works. So each table is gonna have an iPad. So for instance, if you're sitting at table 8, you have iPad 8. Right now I have iPad 2, so this would be for table 2 right now. When you're using the iPad, you should have one per person. Obviously, you're gonna press the home button. Sometimes it may ask you to press the home button one more time to unlock the screen. Now, if you see another app, just press the home button and escape that. We're mostly gonna be using Safari. I should have Safari at the bottom. If not, what it looks like is this little compass, and you're gonna go to Google. Hopefully you have accessed Google before, but if not, what you're going to do is you're going to tap that search bar, put in google.com, press go, and then you're going to start searching your mask. So you're just going to type in what it says right here. So the first one is Egyptian mask, so I'm going to tap right here, obviously, and type in Egyptian mask. All I want you to do after that is just take a look. So maybe these might inspire you, maybe they won't, but just take a look at them and think about what you notice that kind of combines them all together. When I look at these, all I'm noticing is that I'm seeing lots of gold, lots and lots of gold. Obviously, gold was important in these Egyptian masks. So over here, you're gonna write that as a response. This does not have to be a complete sentence. I just want a quick little response from you. Please don't overthink it. So when I see Egyptian mask, my response is lots of gold. All I want is just a simple little response to show me that you actually looked at it. So I would obviously search that up. Once you're done with one, go to the next one. So I'm going to look up African mask. Your response can be what you see or even how you feel. So I'm looking at some of these. Some of these look a little bit, awkward or uneasy. Some of them look a little bit angry. It's up to you. I just want you to take a look at these masks and just come up with a response on your own. Maybe you'll be really inspired. Maybe you'll be really curious about these. Either way, just go down the list and put your responses. Once you have completed that step, you're going to find a school-appropriate, I'm going to circle that, school-appropriate character or image that inspires you, and you're going to screenshot it. Now, let's talk about school-appropriate. Please, no guns, no insane murderers, no people with blood. The reason that we can't be doing those things in art is because as your teacher, I'm legally required to submit any artwork that you create that has blood, gore, that incites violence, or has guns. I have to submit it right to Mr. Flynn. That's not my choice. That's just the rules that I've been dealt with. So think about characters that are not murderers or crazy villains. It can be appropriate if it's a Fortnite character, but please don't include guns or blood or gore. Just really think about, is what you're doing school appropriate? I'm going to show you how to share this with me so that I can get your image printed. So I'm going to have your images professionally printed so that you'll have something to work from next time. So since I'm looking on my own, I think this year I'm going to try to create maybe a Black Panther mask. I'm really interested in how these look. I haven't seen the full movie yet, but I'd like to create a mask because I like the way it looks. So I'm going to look through these images. I think the one that I'm most inspired by, it's hard to tell. I think what I'm going to do is I like this one just because there's a little bit more color in it and it looks like it lights up. I think that would be pretty cool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot it. Screenshot means that I'm taking a picture of what I see. So I'm going to hold down the home button and the lock button, which is that tiny button right over there, and I have to touch them at the same time. So I usually just count 1, 2, 3, click. Did do it? Okay, took a second. There it goes. What it did was it took a little photo of the Black Panther mask that I wanted to create. You're going to press the home button. You need to go to Photos, which is that little rainbow shortcut. This is where you're going to share it with me. At the very end of that list, you should see the mask that you liked. You're going to find this button. So this button is the little square with the arrow on it. It's actually called a sharrow. I didn't know that for a long time, that actually has a name. It's called a sharrow. You're going to press that sharrow, and you're going to be given some options. The options you want to choose is Google Drive. So it's that little triangle with the yellow, green, and blue. Hit it once. This is where it gets a little bit confusing, so I hope you're paying attention. Now, right now, it just says IMG1127PNG. That is a random code given by the iPad because we need to rename this picture. What I'm going to do is I'm going to touch it. And yes, my hands are dirty because I was doing some paper mache before this. I need to put my name. I'm going to put Mr. Boatfield, but you can just put your first name. Whatever identifies you, I need to know who I'm printing this for and who to give this to. Do not press upload. Once you have that name on there, you're going to go to My Drive. Then you're going to go to Classroom. And then in the classroom, you're going to scroll until you find your 5th grade class. Please don't put it in the 4th grade class, otherwise I will never be able to find this again. Let's say that it's Friday. Now, your class might be Monday. Ooh, it might be Wednesday, it might be Thursday, who knows? I'm going to just pick Friday just because right now as I'm recording this, it's a Friday. But whatever day it is, you need to record it on that day. You're going to touch it once. You might see some other files from your friends that have already been uploaded. Right now, this one's empty. I'm going to go ahead and press Save here. And I see my name again. I see 5th grade Friday. Now it's time to press the upload button. So this is gonna upload it to my drive so that I can get these professionally printed for you. This is what I see on my side. I'll keep this up during class on the projector, but in your class, you should see your images instantly popping up. This is how I can send this over to the copy center so that they can create professional photos for you. I can see exactly where these photos came from, but it's easier for me that if you put your name on it, that way I can return this to you promptly. Once I have that, you are almost done. The very last part of this worksheet is you have to flip it over. This is how I know what kind of paint you need. Now, I know that you uploaded a photo to me. I can see what you want to do, but I don't know how you're going to make it original. I'm looking at this picture and I really like the design, but I'm thinking about how I can make it original. I'm wondering if I can make my ears a little bit longer, or, you know what? I might do a black mask with silver, but instead of doing this bluish purple, I think I'm gonna do red fluorescent type of light designs on it. So what you're gonna do is you're going to take markers, crayons, I'll also have colored pencils in the middle table. I need you to start designing what your mask is gonna look like. Some of the important features you're gonna need to include are like the eyes, the nose, is there teeth? Is there ears? Do I need to order cardboard for us to use? If you want to create the design and do it a little bit differently, that's fine, but it needs to be original. Original means that you took this idea, but in some way you changed it. It could be a small change. Maybe I'm going to change up the designs on the side of the mask. But if you are just taking that image and copying it here, there's no reason that that mask belongs to you. It would belong to whoever designed that mask. You need to some way make this original to you. It could be that Black Panther is mad in mine, or he has an evil twin brother. It's up to you to create an original mask. It can be a character, just find a way to make it original. All right, guys, I think that we're ready today. Please work hard. This is due today. This is gonna be part of your grade for specials, so this is really important that you focus hard today. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.